What's going on, Blazers? I am your host, Kwame, and I'm here with my co-host, Miss Free.
Hey, guys.
And we're here with another special Spotlight Edition episode with the amazing, the hilarious, the talented 50 Shades of Gay.
50 Shades.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. It's a lot of hot in Tennessee. I'm trying to stay cool.
Right.
I know it's like 90 degrees out here in California. Is it hotter out there?
90 degrees out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, try like 102.
Oh.
See, I don't like anything above 75.
Oh,
so
exactly.
Which is the reason why I've been in the house all day.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about what you do and, your presence on social media and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, 50 Shades of Gay is just a personality that was just randomly birthed. Like, I had absolutely no idea where it came from. I was watching 50 Shades of Grey, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with that wonderful movie. But I was watching that, and I was just scrolling through my news feed or whatever, and it came to me. And ever since then, that has been my alias, if you will. So basically what I do is I open my camera and I just record the first thing that comes to my mind. Sometimes I'm so serious. Sometimes I will record a skit, that directly correlates to something that's going on in the news. It's at random. Like, there's only a few times where I really just sat down and thought a skit through or thought a video through. The majority of my videos, I just, again, open up my camera and whatever, the first thing that comes to my mind is what I say.
So how did you come up with Brenda and Becky? Was that based off of someone, or was it just, straight off the top of your head?
Brenda and Becky, those are characters that just, again, came straight off the top of my head. Becky was birthed after Beyonce came out after Lemonade came out.
Right.
And, everybody was talking about Becky with the good hair. So I wanted to personify Becky with the good hair.
Okay.
So that's basically what I did. That's how Becky came about. But Brenda is Becky's arch nemesis, if that makes sense.
I'll feel it.
Brenda has the natural hair. So she's the opposite of Becky with the good hair.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the questions that I had, because I noticed that a lot of celebrities do, they kind of shy away from getting into politics or social awareness of different issues that are going on in our society. And I've noticed that you are one of the few who has a pretty big platform and sustainable following that actually has used your platform to speak on things, whether it be, Black Lives Matter or social injustice that's going on within our culture, as well as, LGBTQ plus rights and stuff like that. So how has that affected you as a person, and how has that affected your brand?
I think it has affected my brand and my online presence in a positive manner. I vowed to never be that celebrity, if you will, that shies away from, talking about the things that are prevalent in our community. I would never get to the point to where my head is so big that I forget where I came from. And that's why every chance I get, I use it. If it's talking to someone about coming out, or if it's, advocating for HIV or AIDS or the Black Lives Matter movement, I made a vow to myself that I would always use my platform to not only make people laugh, but also to educate my viewers.
For sure. And when you created your YouTube or your Vine, did you create it specifically for that reason, as to be a voice, to make more of an awareness of what's going on in our community?
No, I actually did not.
Okay.
I started out on Vine, and I created a Vine not to record videos or anything of that nature. I specifically created a Vine just to watch other people's Vines.
Oh, okay.
I would always run across the Vines of the big Viners.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see more. So I downloaded it specifically to watch more of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for the vibe.
Right.
Now, one of the videos that I guess affected me like the most, and I still view it sometimes because I need a little motivation sometimes and a way for me not to cut somebody out. Is you were talking about how in this particular video how being a Black gay man should not be shunned and should be appreciated within our culture, within Black culture. And I thought that was really important for you to say. You said it, first of all, eloquently and very articulately. And it wasn't yelling. It wasn't aggressive. It was very clear and concise. So for that, I want to thank you for that. And also, the way you brought about that type of awareness, a lot of people don't get how important it is for, first of all, the African American woman or just the Black woman itself to knowing that they're the most vulnerable within our community, and then second to that would be gay Black, gay and lesbian Black people, and so how do you deal with that? How did that?
How do you stay so
because I know for me it's really frustrating. Being first of all lighter skinned and then feeling growing up I never felt like I was all the way in the community, but I wasn't not a part of that community. You know what I'm saying? And not a part of Black culture, because I can go within our culture and say well, you're not really Black enough, and and then you go over to white culture and they're like, well, you're still a Black guy. You know what I mean? So, how, and then having to go, around and going back to Black culture, and then it's like, well, you're gay. So, what I mean? So it's kind of frustrating, to we're trying to support our culture and be cohesive. Do you notice a difference in your growth that way?
Actually, I'll start out by saying this. Being a double minority is always going to be a struggle. And I've had to realize that. Being a double minority is always something that I'm going to have to deal with. But it's not me having to deal with whatever backlash that I get from society. It's not me having to deal with it. It's how I respond to that backlash. And honestly, the video that I recorded that video to encourage myself, because even still to this day, whenever I'm looking at the comments that people leave under my video, my post, talking about the Black Lives Matter movement and us becoming, and the movement being inclusive, not just encompassing heterosexual Black males and females. Right. When I look at the comments that people post, it's extremely hard for me not to lash out in the manner in which I want to. So it's more so encouraging for myself, but I do believe that we will eventually reach a point to where we can read comments like that and just brush it off.
Right.
And I feel like I've grown in a sense that I don't respond like I used to respond.
Yeah, for me, I know
because you can't.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And for me, I know that I get super angry or I just shut down. So it's hard for me sometimes to find that happy medium, because either I want to curse somebody out or I just want to just ignore it altogether. You just push out of my mind, because it's very hard to deal with something like what's going on right now in regards to police brutality and people being shot for who they are, just things like that. And it's very heartbreaking for me, and I admire the fact that you can speak on these things with such courage, because I know either I'm going to start crying, or like I am right now because I'm getting emotional, either I'm going to start crying or I'm just going to lash out, and then it's going to be a whole big other drama. She said this, or she said that, and then people misinterpreted what you just said, things like that. So I just wanted to let you know that I very admire the fact that you're so courageous in speaking your mind, and you're doing it in such a way that's very positive and clear,
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's still a challenge, and I, even to this day, I still have moments where I'm going back reading these articles and looking at these videos, and I still get emotional. And it's just like, it's okay. I've learned that it's okay to be emotional. You just can't stay in that emotional state of being.
Right.
That's right. That's how I look at it now. I've had to kind of shy away from social media for a while.
Yeah.
Not a long while, of course, just to kind of, regroup my thoughts because it's so much going on. And like you said, it's one of those things where you either go from 1 to 10. There's no medium.
Right.
So you're either going to cry and shut down or you're going to lash out. So to prevent me from lashing out the way that I want to, I just have to reel it in and just take a mental break.
Yeah.
Yeah. With being on social media, sometimes it gets really frustrating in regards to having to deal with so much negativity that's on it. Dealing with a lot of things, that's not even relevant or matters. It's like with celebrity drama and who said this and dish that and Taylor Swift the demon this and all these different things. and a lot of times it becomes such a distraction where you just have to be, you know what, I'm just gonna get offline so I don't cut somebody out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that, having the show, Miss Free and I have been able to not only vent out our frustrations with everyday life, but also just crap that we see. Like, you guys have money. Why are you having these many problems?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Exactly. Right.
Why are you this rich and this stupid?
Yeah.
But have you noticed that, and also one of the things, to go on to a lighter note, I would like to thank you for being in the Beehive, because you love Beyonce just as much as we do, and that is a major kudo points for you, because we're all about Beyonce.
Listen, let me tell you, I love me some Beyonce. I love her down. I love Beyonce, but she pissed me off. When
I saw that video.
Was supposed to be in Nashville on May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and I had the entire day planned out, had my outfit lined up. I was going to slay the girls that night. And 2 days before the concert, she decided I don't know if she decided, but the story is it's still an unsolved mystery. We don't know what happened. But the show was postponed, and I was highly upset. I'm not going to recount those emotions anymore.
About to start crying for real.
I'm not going to recount those emotions. Yeah, but yes, I love Beyonce. I love her down.
Yeah. You're too funny. I love her. Out of all the videos that you've done, which one is one of your favorite? Yeah, one of your favorites. I'm not going to say the favorite because I know sometimes that could be hard.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos probably would be the Beyonce video.
Okay.
Because honestly, the Beyonce video is the reason why before I posted that video, I had 2,000 followers on Facebook. 2,000 likes, 2,000 likes on my Facebook page. And not 2 months after posting that video, I had 15,000 likes. So that's the reason why I picked that video as my favorite video.
Yeah.
Beyonce magic.
It was pivotal. Pivotal in my presence on social media.
Yes. Beyonce does great things, for all of us.
She does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, any artist, any artist who has a hand in everything that she does. Like, somebody told me this bitch knows the lights that they use. They said she knows the lights. The lights that are behind her in her production, she knows them by name. That's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
You better know your production, girl.
That's a bad bitch.
Yeah, because she's not one of those people that's going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to pay all these people just to be there. She's like, no, I want to know what I'm paying for.
And if my light goes out, you getting fired. Hey.
And I'm going to give you the description of the light that went out, and I'm going to ask you, well, how come you didn't, how come the light went out? This light is not supposed to go out.
Blue Abby on the side, like, what's up with the light?
And that's the thing about Beyonce, and I hope I'm not veering off of topic.
It's totally fine.
But the reason why I think I'm in the Beehive for a separate reason from others, Beyonce has a great voice. Beyonce is a performer.
Yes.
Beyonce is an entertainer.
Stellar.
But aside from that, Beyonce has the business mentality of it blows my mind.
You better say it.
It blows my mind.
You better say it.
It blows my mind, and I look up to her for that, and that's why I admire her so much, and that's why I defend her, and I will defend her.
Yeah, works for
I'm not going to defend her based off of her vocal ability because I know she's not the best singer in the world.
Right.
But I will defend her based off of her business mindset. Like, she's a bad bitch, and she's a force to be reckoned with. And I don't think you can compare any artist to Beyonce's business mindset.
No.
If anybody listening to this, if you know of an artist, please slide in my inbox and let me know who that artist is. And I will debate you.
Okay.
With that being said, if you could pick like any other celebrity to meet besides Beyonce, because we all would love to meet Beyonce,
right.
Who would you pick?
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Ooh, yes. Good
Why
choice.
Fantasia?
Why Fantasia is just right. Why not?
I'm just curious. Why Fantasia?
Wait a minute.
Like why? Like
Fantasia is just. I'm about to get churchy on y'all.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantasia is like every time she opens up her mouth, like Fantasia is so anointed that it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Her presence, like she's just. I don't think let me not say that. But Fantasia is one of the many artists that I've experienced who sings with so much emotion and so much conviction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if she's singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider or her ABCs.
She's going to sing the shit out of that song,
She
though.
sings it. Like, she's going to sing the shit out of the song, and she's going to sing it with emotion and conviction. And she's going to kick her shoes off, and she's going to, she swings her head back from the microphone and makes that weird noise. That's the annoying. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Fantasia.
I just imagine her doing that right now. Like,
One of the questions I was going to ask you is, have you? Because I noticed that you did some events within the past year, and like, are there going to be any more events that we should know about, like that we can check you out? Where can people people who don't already follow you, but where can we follow you at?
I currently don't have any events scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
I do plan on, there's like a lot of like Black Lives Matter marches and things dealing with the issues that we are dealing with, not only in the LGBT community, but the Black community as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be participating in those events. So I will post them on my Facebook like page.
Mm-hmm.
But as of any other events, I currently don't have any.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
And we'll definitely have links for where you can find 50 Shades of Grey on our website at intotheblaze.com.
50 Shades of who?
50 Shades of Gay.
I thought I heard gray. And I was like,
sometimes I have a lisp, okay?
I get it. I have one too. I have one too. And a very heavy country accent, so I understand.
Have you been to like outside of the Midwest? Like, have you traveled to like the East Coast or the West Coast?
Yes, actually, I was in Las Vegas in April.
Yes. It's too hot for me there.
Child. It was. It was unbearable.
It was the devil.
Yes. I felt like I was auditioning for a leading role in hell the entire time that I was there. The entire time. Like, if clothing was optional, the only thing that I would have on would be my shoes.
Girl.
Like, I couldn't deal. Like,
it's too much.
But I had fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah, it was quite voluptuation.
Well, I really appreciate it. We hope you can come on, on the show again. We would love to have you on the show. You're hilarious.
It would be my pleasure. This is fun.
Yeah. Let's have a little Brenda and Becky skit going on.
Yes, we would love to have you on the show again. And again, thank you for taking the time out to be on the show and letting us pick your brain a little bit. So,
you're welcome, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, 50.
You're welcome.
Take it easy.
Bye.
You all do the same.